Hi boys and girls, how are you? I've got another story for you today. I'm really missing you and I really hope you can come back to school soon, but I hope you're enjoying the videos, and you'll see that Miss Clark will be reading some stories soon too, and I hope you're enjoying the Read Write Inc videos from Mrs Whitelock and Mrs Hart. So if you've watched my other story videos, you'll have seen that we were focusing on the story of the Three Little Pigs, weren't we? And I found a really brilliant book to read to you. Shall I show you the front cover? It's a bit of a different version. It's called The Three Little Wolves and the Big Bad Pig. This is what it says on the back. On the back, you call it a blurb on the back, where it gives you a bit of a clue of what the story is going to be about, and I'll read it out to you. It was time for the three little wolves to go out into the world, so they set off and built themselves a splendid brick house, but they hadn't reckoned on the big bad pig coming along. I'm going to start. Let's see how different it is. Oh, there's the first page. Can you see there's quite a lot of words now, isn't there, in this book? And there's this picture there of a wolf in a bed with three wolves. Do you think that's the mummy wolf? That's unusual and different. I like things that are different. Right, let me begin. Once upon a time, there were three cuddly little wolves with soft fur and fluffy tails who lived with their mother. The first was black, the second was grey, and the third was white. One day the mother called the three little wolves round her and said, "My children, it is time for you to go out into the world. Go and build a house for yourselves, but be aware of the big bad pig." "Don't worry, mother, we will watch out for him," said the three little wolves, and they set off. I'll show you the next picture so you can see what's happening, what's going on there. Oh, they're starting to build their house. They're not building it out of straw though, like the three little pigs, are they? What are they using for their building materials? That's right, they're using bricks. Soon they met a kangaroo who was pushing a wheelbarrow full of red and yellow bricks. "Please, will you give us some of your bricks?" asked the three little wolves. "Certainly," said the kangaroo, and she gave them lots of red and yellow bricks. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of bricks. See their building materials there. They've got their cement to put it all together. They've got their spade. Oh, here he is. Who do you think that is then in the story? The big bad pig. He's looking rather grumpy and a bit mean, isn't he? The wolves are having a nice time. The very next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of bricks that the little wolves had built. The three little wolves were playing croquet in the garden. That's a game of croquet. You use this wooden, I'm not sure what the name is for it there, but you hit the ball and it has to go through here. Very nice in the summer to play games of croquet. Right. The three little wolves were playing croquet in the garden when they saw the big bad pig coming. They ran inside the house and locked the door. The pig knocked on the door and grunted, little wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." Are you ready to huff and puff? "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. Do you think that's because they made it from bricks to begin with? They didn't use a straw or sticks, did they? The windows don't look in good shape though, do they? Can you see? Oh, look, his face is very red, isn't it, from all that huffing and puffing. You horrible pig. I wonder why he's so horrible. Maybe we'll find out. What do you think? Sometimes people can be horrible for lots of different reasons, can't they? Let's find out more. Ooh, I need to show you the picture first, don't I? There we go. Can you see? It's better if I sit back a bit. Oh my golly gosh. That's dreadful. Look what he's doing. I'm shocked. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his sledgehammer and he knocked the house down. The three little wolves only just managed to escape before the bricks crumbled, and they were very frightened indeed. That is frightening. Poor wolves. What a nasty pig. It's actually smashed it to pieces. Ah. But they're not going to give up. They're going to build themselves a stronger house. There's the cement again. Got all the building materials ready. Let's see. We shall have to build a stronger house, they said. Just then they saw a beaver who was mixing concrete in a concrete mixer. Please will you give us some of your concrete? Asked the three little wolves. Certainly, said the beaver, and he gave them buckets and buckets of full, messy, slurry concrete. More like those describing words. So the three wolves built themselves a house of concrete. Can't wait to see this. Oh my gosh, look at this. That looks like one strong house to me. I'm not sure if it's the prettiest of houses. Surely that can't be broken. It looks like it really will take some breaking. Let's see. No sooner had they finished than the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of concrete that the little wolves had built. They were playing battledore and shuttlecock in the garden. There they are. Can you see it's not a ball, it's a shuttlecock? Have you ever played with one of those? When they saw the big bad pig coming, they ran inside their house and shut the door. The pig rang the bell and said, "Little frightened wolves, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. Didn't think it would, did we? You're not going to believe it. Can you guess what's happening? Look at that. He's actually destroying it with a great big drill. Have you ever seen people working on the roads before, digging up the roads? And this makes a big noise, doesn't it? But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He went and fetched his pneumatic drill and smashed the house down. The three little wolves managed to escape, but their chinny chin chins were trembling and trembling. Do you think they're going to give up? Wait till you see what they do. An even stronger house. Look at that. Again, not the prettiest of houses. "We shall build an even stronger house," they said, because they were very determined. Just then they saw a lorry coming along the road carrying barbed wire. That's that spiky wire that you see sometimes that you mustn't touch. So barbed wire, iron bars, armour plates and heavy metal padlocks. "Please will you give us some of your barbed wire, a few iron bars and armour plates and some heavy metal padlocks," they said to the rhinoceros who was driving the lorry. "Sure," said the rhinoceros, and gave them plenty of barbed wire, iron bars, armour plates and heavy metal padlocks. He also gave them some plexiglass with some reinforced steel chains because he was a generous and kind-hearted rhinoceros. So the three little wolves built themselves an extremely strong house. It was the strongest, securest house one could possibly imagine. They felt very relaxed and absolutely safe. My goodness me. There we go. The next day, the big bad pig came prowling along the road as usual. The three little wolves were playing hopscotch in the garden when they saw the big bad pig coming. And they ran inside their house, bolted the door and locked all the 67 padlocks. The pig pressed the video entrance phone and said, "Frightened little wolves with trembling chins, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you come in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot. Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. So he huffed and he puffed and he puffed and he huffed, but the house didn't fall down. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. What do you think he brought next? How could he destroy the really, really secure house? Shall I show you a picture? What can you see in the picture now? Do you know what this is called? It's called dynamite, and it blows things up. But the pig wasn't called big and bad for nothing. He brought some dynamite, laid it against the house, lit the fuse, and the house blew up. The little wolves just managed to escape with their fluffy tails scorched. Oh my gosh, can you see there? The pig there is pressing down the detonator. And the house has exploded and the three little wolves have just escaped. My goodness me, I've never known anything like it. Oh, this is different. What are they doing now? Flowers don't look strong, do they? They certainly don't look stronger than concrete. I wonder what they're planning. Let's read on. "Something must be wrong with our building materials," they said. "We have to try something different." But what? At that moment they saw a flamingo bird coming along, pushing a wheelbarrow full of flowers. "Please, will you give us some flowers?" asked the little wolves. "With pleasure," said the flamingo bird, and gave them lots of flowers. So the three little wolves built themselves a house of flowers. Oh, I like that. Beautiful. Do you like flowers? One wall was of marigolds, one wall of daffodils, one wall of pink roses, and one wall of cherry blossom. Oh, I love cherry blossom. The ceiling was made of sunflowers, and the floor was a carpet of daisies. They had water lilies in their bathtub and buttercups in their fridge. It was a rather fragile house, and it swayed in the wind, but it was very beautiful. The word fragile means delicate, so it's not a strong house, but it's a beautiful house. The next day, the big bad pig came prowling down the road and saw the house of flowers that the little wolves had built. How do you think they're feeling? Do you think they're expecting the pig to destroy their house again? They look very frightened. They look scared. They look petrified. He rang the bluebell and said, "Little frightened wolves with trembling chins and scorched tails, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the three little wolves. "By the hair on our chinny chin chins, we will not let you in, not for all the tea leaves in our china teapot." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," said the pig. But as he took a deep breath, ready to huff and puff, he smelled the soft scent of the flowers. It was fantastic. And because the scent took his breath away, the pig took another breath. And then another. And instead of huffing and puffing, he began to sniff. He sniffed deeper and deeper until it was quite filled with the fragrant scent. His heart became tender, and he realised how horrible he had been in the past. In other words, he became a big, good pig. He started to sing and to dance. Can you see him smelling the beautiful flowers? And he started to sing and dance. Oh my goodness me, what a change. At first, the three little wolves were a bit worried, thinking it might be a trick, but soon they realised that the pig had truly changed. So they came running out of the house and they introduced themselves and started to play games with him. First they played Pig Pog, then Piggy in the middle, and when they were all tired, they invited him into the house. There's the house, and can you see it there, made of flowers? And there they are all playing together very nicely. That's a big change. They offered him China tea and strawberries and wolfberries and asked him to stay with them as long as he wanted. The pig accepted and they all lived happily together ever after. He really has changed from being a bad pig into a good pig. It was when he smelt those beautiful flowers, wasn't it? Like I said earlier, sometimes people can be really grumpy and can be mean, and there might be reasons for that we can help them with. So sometimes being friendly can go a long way. I think it's nice to be friends with each other and trying to be kind with each other, isn't it? Did you like that story? Which did you like the best? The first one where it was my. The second one where he was in the pot at the end? Or did you like this one? The three little wolves and a big bad pig? I hope you like them all. Can't wait to read to you properly again and see your little faces. But until then, I'll keep reading stories. And if there's a story that you would really like me to read, if you think, oh, do you know what? My favourite story is Little Red Riding Hood. Or, oh, could you read a story about dinosaurs or anything like that? Then ask your parents to send me an email, or you could get in touch with by phone or email or evidence me, and I'll find a story for you and I'll read it for you as well. Anyway, see you soon. Take care.